First of all, Antifa, they are a bunch of weak little groupthink of a consorted, ridiculous group that doesn't know how to do anything by themselves. They have to get into a group to try to effectuate some type of damage on the American people or America in and of itself. I cannot stand Antifa. I can't stand what they stand for. And they're just so misinformed, ill-informed as a matter of fact. So I'm not surprised that they want to come out here and crash this event. We've been doing so well. We've been having nothing but a lot of support from the people driving by. We've been out here in strong numbers. So I'm not surprised that they want to come out here just to crash this party, just like they want to crash the economy and the United States of America.
So I have to ask this question because there's been so many times I'm seeing more and more Black Americans come out and support Donald Trump, our president, whether you like it or not. He's our president. Why do other Black Americans call Trump supporters or even Republicans Uncle Toms? What's your take on that?
Well, honestly, it's a lack of education. They've been told time and time again that this is what they're supposed to say when it comes to those who leave the plantation. Then again, if you see someone doing better than you, you see someone living free, you're going to be envious of that. You're not going to take kindly to that because these Democrats are still on the Democrat plantation. They're still hooked onto groupthink. While we're free thinkers. We can do and move as we please. We don't care about being silenced or canceled. That's arbitrary things to us. We just like being able to have a free thinking mind and be able to move as we see fit and move in our lives as we see fit and have friends that are of different colors and different races and not have them bow down to us like we're some sort of superior race. So when it comes to the Democrats, they are uneducated. I always say you're a default Democrat until you start leveling up your mind. And that's the way it is, because that's how I was. You're a default Democrat until you start thinking for yourself. You're a default Democrat until you start doing research. You're a default Democrat until you start doing some critical thinking. And then all of a sudden you start finding yourself on the right side of history as you think your way through this Democrat-Republican debacle.
And what made you make the switch from walking away from the Democratic Party?
Well, it started in 2017 when I started parroting the same things that the Democrats wanted me to, but I didn't understand why. I didn't understand why Donald Trump is racist. All I knew is that they say he's a racist, so I'm supposed to say that. Again, default Democrat. You're very basic in your way of thinking. So I started doing my research, and as I did my research, I started leveling up. As I started leveling up, I saw that it's the Democrats that held Black people down. Time and time again, through Democrat policies, throughout history, as a matter of fact. So once you start realizing what the truth is, you start finding yourself on the right side of history, and that's what happened to me. I started doing my research, finding myself on the right side of history, and now I'm here, and going it. And it's beautiful.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to Black Americans, just speaking as a Black American, that you would like to say to try and sway or convince or enlighten them to come to the light, come to the right side?
This is something I often tell people. Take politics out of it. Take Donald Trump out of it. Take Joe Biden out of it. Even take the left and the right out of it. Just look at which type of people are building the country up and which kind of people are tearing the country down. Who's rioting and who's looting? Who's imposing their will on fellow citizens, right? And which side is defending citizens? Which side is defending businesses? You'll come to find out that it's us, the conservative movement, that are the true free thinkers, that are the true moralistic people that are in this world trying to build this country up and create opportunities for our fellow Americans and trying to love on one another. Because that's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about love, while the other side is all about hate and division. So just look at that and base your decision on what you see when it comes to these two different sides.
And one last question. During the debates, Chris Wallace did it again back in 2016. He asked our President Trump to condemn white supremacy, which he has multiple times. But why hasn't anyone asked Biden to denounce
that would be too telling. First of all, like he said Antifa is just an idea. Just like Jerry Nadler, when he was interviewed by Fleckis, he said that Antifa is a myth. So they don't want to claim officially these extreme wings of the Democrat Party, or should I say, the military wings of the Democrat Party. Antifa and BLM, they do the Democrats' bidding. But they can't just identify with them because at the end of the day, they know that they're tearing apart our country. And it's evidently seen. But they got to gaslight us at every turn, and that's what they've been doing. It's up to us to share the real truth of the fact that no matter what's going on with these terrible ideologies and these terrible groups of people who are tearing down our country on a consistent basis, and that the Democrats will not denounce. Not at all.
I take it you're voting for who this year?
Oh, Trump 2020, baby. It's going to be beautiful. The sequel is going to be awesome. And it's a 4-year-long sequel. Enjoy.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you
so much. Have a great day.